Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Israel, there lived a young shepherd boy named Samuel. He was a special child, chosen by the heavens to serve a divine purpose. Samuel's story would be one of great importance, filled with miracles and divine encounters. Samuel grew up in a modest home, nestled in the hills of Ephraim. His mother, Hannah, had struggled with infertility for many years until one day. She prayed fervently at the tabernacle in Shiloh, promising that if she bore a son, she would dedicate him to the service of the Lord. Her prayers were answered, and Samuel was born. From a tender age, Samuel displayed wisdom beyond his years. He was entrusted to the care of the high priest, Eli, in the sacred tabernacle at Shiloh. There, Samuel learned the ways of the priesthood and served the Lord faithfully. One night, as Samuel lay in his chambers, he heard a voice calling his name. Assuming it was Eli, the young boy ran to the elderly priest's side and said, "Here I am, for you called me." Eli, confused and perplexed, assured Samuel that he had not called him. This happened 3 times before Eli realized that it was the Lord who was calling Samuel. Eli instructed Samuel to respond to the voice by saying, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." From that moment, Samuel became a prophet, receiving visions and messages from the Almighty. As Samuel grew into a man, the people of Israel faced turbulent times. The Philistines, their long-standing enemies, threatened their land and their way of life. The Israelites turned to Samuel, who, through divine guidance, anointed Saul as the first king of Israel. However, Saul's reign was marred by disobedience to God's commands, and Samuel was tasked with delivering the difficult message that God had rejected Saul as king. It was during this time that Samuel encountered a young shepherd named David. Guided by God, Samuel secretly anointed David as the future king of Israel. Thus began David's journey from a humble shepherd boy to the renowned King David of Israel. Samuel continued to serve as a prophet and judge, guiding the people through various trials and tribulations. He played a pivotal role in uniting the tribes of Israel and anointing David as their king after Saul's death. David's reign brought peace and prosperity to the land. Samuel's life was marked by numerous divine encounters and prophecies. He saw the rise and fall of kings, the Ark of the Covenant being returned to Israel, and the construction of the great temple in Jerusalem under Solomon's rule. As Samuel's years advanced, he remained a revered figure in Israel. His wisdom was sought by all, from the humblest of peasants to the mightiest of kings. Even in his old age, Samuel continued to receive messages from God and share his prophetic visions. Finally, at the ripe age of 98, Samuel passed away, surrounded by his loved ones and the people he had served faithfully throughout his life. His legacy lived on in the hearts of the Israelites.